Hello, my frizzy friends. Happy Thursday. How are we this morning? I hope everyone's doing well. Let's see who we've got in the house today. We've got Lisa. Let's see, almost noon for Lisa. And Amber's here working more on the Octo shirt. Very cool, very cool. And I noticed too on the Octo shirt, Amber, when you were kind of showing the picture of it, it looked like, so the back, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it because I know I've heard of Octo. It's like the hexy wraps and stuff, right? But it's the Octo ones. But it looked like it had like a rectangular box on the back. So I'm wondering if that's kind of where it's pieced together. It looked really neat though. I want to look at that more, you know. So let's see what else. Who else is here? Lana Banana, of course, and Melissa G is in the house. And Lisa says, I've been untangling yarn since Amber's life. No. Are you serious, Lisa? I would have like run for the hills. You know, I can't manage to deal with that. Oh my gosh. Daughter says, a frizzy. That's right. Hello, hello. Hi, Amber's daughter. How are you, my dear? And working on the Amber's Elegant Shawl. Haven't shown because so much slower than everyone. And Lana Banana, I'm not fast either, my dear. Okay, let me show you. This is where I'm at. Nope. Nope. Yep. Oh my God. So this is one, I finished one skein. I'm on skein number 2. I have one more skein. But because I'm doing it as like the, you know, the cowl kind of a thing, I don't think I'll need more than that. But I love it. I just love it so much. It's such a pretty color, which we found out is called plum. I looked up the one I thought and I'm like, nope, that's got more red in it, but this is plum tone. So it's so pretty. Look at that. It even looks good with the pink. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome, welcome. And Kendall's in the house. It starts with a rectangle. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what you were doing. You start with the rectangle. You add corners onto a couple corners to give yourself the extra sides. And then you seam the shoulders to make the sleeves. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so cool. Hi, Tammy. Welcome in. And Tink, good morning. Good morning. Everybody's here. Oh, I love this. So nice to see you guys. Yeah, so I'm only on the second skein, and I had my parents came over again last night, so we have our family friend from New York in town. Morning, Monique. Hey, y'all. And I was showing my mom because she loves this, but my mom she's always been one that, like, if she finds a shirt, she'll buy it in a bunch of colors that she likes, you know, and has the same kind of style, not as me, but like all her clothes are very similar in the cuts and things like that, you know? And so, hi, Mandy. Hello. And we've got Carrie in the house. Hi, Carrie. How are you? But anyways, so I was showing her what yarn I'm using, and I showed her how the tones were looking, and I realized I only have like those skeins that I told you. And by the way, how many people are here right now? 19. I'm thinking we should do some spammy while I'm telling you my stories, but I'm going to put a timer on it. I think that'll make it a little easier. So it's not like, oh my gosh, it's never ending. So here's spammy time, and let me get you the timer here. We'll just do a minute on the timer, shall we? So let's hit the go button. So spam the chat, you guys, for a minute, and whoever's got the crown at the end will get 2 entries into monthly appreciation. So here we go. We're getting started. Boop. Okay, spam the chat, you guys. Anywho, so I had the blue tone in Heartland, and you can really see the variegation in the tone right on the blue one. It's a lot more noticeable than it is on the purple. I'm trying to get it out of the sunlight so it's actually easier to see. Tank is spamming. Oh no, I put a timer on it. Tank, come on, go. We could do it more than once. So this will just be for this story. I just wanted there to be an end date because I know like sometimes I think you guys are getting tired and I'm like, oh, we don't want it. We want to keep it fun. Let's keep it fun and peppy. This one's called Olympic. Also Lion Brand, also Heartland, but what she wants me to make her is a poncho. So when Amber comes out with the poncho, my mom's like, Christmas is coming. So I have 4 skeins though. Do you think that you guys think that's going to be enough to make an entire poncho? Let's see how many yards are in this. This has 251 yards, 5 ounces, 100% acrylic. It is, however, I think still available. I mean, it's Lion Brand, so I think I could probably get more of it if I needed to. So, yes. Oh, did I see? I thought I saw Kendra peek in there, and Kimberly came in. Hello, hello. Did I miss anybody? Bonnie's in the house. Bonnie is my mom's name too, by the way. I know I think I've told you that before, but it's not that common of a name, so I felt the need to repeat myself. Go, Bonnie, go. Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness. You got Kendra. Thank you so much. She sent 5 Frizzy gifted memberships. So let's see who got those. Tammy got those. Oh, and we hit the timer. It needs to have a sound to alert me. So who got this one? It looks like, I think it's Bonnie. I think Bonnie got the number 1 slot on this one. Bonnie typed something so I could see that crown. Oh, no, it was Tank. Tank took the spot. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Tank. She's like, I'm number 1. Woohoo. Good job. We're going to do it again. We'll do it again. Not right now, but we'll do it again later on in the live. And that, because I think if we do it in little 1-minute stints, it's fun that way, right? And it's not as exhausting for you guys to be typing for that long. So, okay, so I'm going to write Tank's name down. So Tank gets 2 entries in. Good job. And okay, what was I talking about? We were seeing who else was in the chat, and thanks again to Kendra. So the memberships went to Tammy's Crochet Corner. Congratulations. Missy SJ, Ellen's Crochet, Sherry R, and I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else got one in there? Does anybody else see who else got one? Let's see, Ellen, Sherry. Oh, Fairy Crochet Mama Christy. Whoop. Christy's got the gifted members. There we go. Congratulations. And thank you for that as well, Tank. That also gets you entry in. So thank you for that gifted, or what is it called? Super sticker. Very nice. Very nice. And let's see. Kendall, I use 8 you used 8 skeins. Are you using the same one, Kendall? Dang it, back to 3, Gary. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Okay, everybody's saying congrats. Figured out how to be. Oh, did you now, Tank? Was it the super sticker? That does help. That does help. I've seen people getting that slot after they hadn't been chatting like the whole time, and then they did a chat or a sticker. And I think it goes based on like. It may even go based on dollars, because I've seen sometimes people throw like money. It's like a decent amount. I was like, whoa, that's a lot to be throwing down. And then all of a sudden they've got the crown. Era, welcome in. Margie's in the house. Margie, is that your name, Arrow? And I think that is your name, actually. Hello, Margie. Hello. And Lori, welcome in. Welcome in. Yes, but you're also chatting. Exactly. You're chatting too. So that's super cool. And that helps a lot. So anyway, that was fun. Time for a hydration check and drink of coffee. So what are you guys working on today? Do you have anything on your hooks? I'm just really enjoying this pattern because it's simple but so elegant. And the name that you picked is perfect. It's the Summer Elegance Shawl. All right, but where is my edge? Okay, here I am. I'm on the windows row, I guess it's called here. So yesterday, my son got his teachers. So he got the list, and he has more teachers this year than last year. So tonight is back to school night, and we will give them all the supplies they need and meet the teachers and whatnot. So that should be fun. Oh, okay. There we go. Yes. I just wanted that confirmation. Thank you. Yes, it was the same yarn, but it did have a lot of puffs. Oh, those eat up the yarn, don't they? Yeah. Those ones will eat up that yarn. You're at work, Bonnie? That's cool that you can still, it kind of keeps you occupied, right? Working, and then you can lurk and listen and chat when you can. Still making the chevron blanket, Tammy. Gosh, why do I feel a little shaky? Weird. Daughter had a bead spill from a younger brother tossing a pillow. Yeah, that sounds about right. So she's busy sorting them back into their colors. Oh my gosh. And Arrow's trying to decide what to do next if I do new or pick up a whip. Ooh. That's always the tough question, isn't it? Always the tough question. I should have continued on with my whip, but what did I do? I was like, shiny new thing, so I wanted to make it, and here we are. And you finished the cow print corner to corner. Good job. Let's see. So I have a Doctor Who character, the adipose, that I'll work on the legs and arms. Okay. So you've got a couple whips there going. You saw Tammy's blanket on Facebook? Oh, good. Yes. I got to take a look and see. I bet that's pretty. I don't have any blankets going. I need to go through my yarn again because I have yarn that I intended for blankets. And then I have yarn that my kids, as they came with me to Joann's on a couple of the occasions, they picked out and they were like, oh, make a blanket. And then, you know, but it's like, but I already had these other ones for them for blankets. How many blankets does one child need? You know, if you see my son's bed at night, you'll know that he has already a ton of blankets. He buries himself in them. He's like a little, like a nesting animal, you know, like he literally is in and amongst a mound of blankets already. So it'll just be added to that pile. Right, Tank? I agree. I love this shade of pink, or pink, this shade of purple is just so lovely. It's like vintagey, you know, it's like the, I don't know, it's a cozy purple. It's a new word on the, that's how they're going to start saying cozy purple. Let's see. She listens in and answers your questions, so I sneakily put in her answers, and then she smiles when you respond to them. Aw, it's a tease in hanging out with her mom, huh? I love that. Tell her thank you for wanting to be an ARC reader for Whimsy. I appreciate that. That'll be lots of fun. I'm actually going back and forth. We were going back and forth this morning getting most of it was just like, because I got the PDF version, and then there was just like most of it is like a margin thing, I think. And so little tweaks here and there, and I think it'll be ready to go. So. And Melissa is working on not being bitter. My ex-sister-in-law is going on a cruise. Oh, yeah, lucky. I need to get those patches, though, before I ever go on another cruise. I get really sick on those days where, like, the one that I went on, it was fine. I was fine. I wasn't getting sick. But there was one night, and this was in Kona, that the boat, we weren't docked or anything. We were out on the water, and it was such rough waters that even the cruise ship it made everybody look like they were intoxicated because they were walking like this, you know, and I got so green. And then I went to the little gifty shop on there, and I was like, give me anything. How about those things people put behind their ears? And I was like, oh, those are prescription. And I'm like, do you have anything that can help? And they gave me some little tennis bracelet thing with a pressure point ball on it and said, this might help. I was like, all right. They gave me that, and then I think they gave me Bonine or something like that. So anyway, you have to go back and watch the tutorial so you can write down the pattern. Make it in red. Ooh, bambootiful. That'll be pretty. Making a blanket with Mega Puff Flower Cake. It's 1,320 yards, a Halloween cake in the block stitch. Ooh, what weight is that, Tank? What weight is that Halloween yarn? That sounds lovely. Some of the Hobie Halloween ones are looking really nice too. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to catch up here. Scrolling down. All right. Rather be home crocheting, Bonnie says. I hear ya. I'm making Amber, JB's Crochet, Amber Drop Your Drop. She has a pattern that's going to be coming out. It's just her shawl pattern. So this is the front, so you can see this nice ridge that happens in the repeats. The emphasis was on the wrong syllable. So yeah, it's lovely. I love it. Hi, Aisha. How's it going? Or Aisha. I read Tammy spelled it with an E in there, so I added the E when I said your name. My bad. All the blankets, they need them all, right? You're making some jewelry for your second channel? Oh, nice. What's your second channel called? That's cool. Making a scarf shawl. Hi, Hope. Welcome in. Good to see you. Just got the look from the response on that. She's like, what did I agree to, Mom? Coffee run for Tank. All right. Again? Oh, so that she just went on, must have just gone on a cruise, huh, Monique? So she's going on another one? What? Gave up on the cardigan, got the back and one panel done, and it's huge. Oh no. So the sizing of it was off, huh? Wow. Free for her. Her friend is paying for it. Oh, well, if somebody else is paying for it, I'd go. I don't care if I'll get sick. Oh, that's so funny. And I got the Hirschner's Halloween yarn, and we'll be making a Lost Souls blanket. So Lost Souls, that's the one where it looks like the faces, right? Like the kind of ghosty sort of faces. One, those are, I really like that pattern. It's neat. That's going to be neat. A whole blanket of it. I don't think I've seen it made as a blanket. I think I've seen people make them as a shawl. So they were always a lot smaller. Oh, it's Amber's pattern, Arrow. Amber's got the pattern. It's called the Summer Elegance Shawl. Where's the coffee run? Mega Puff Flower. Oh, it's a light 3. Okay. Yeah. That sounds similar to the Bernat one that was the, what was it called? It's like the sport twisted ombre kind of one. It was also kind of a light 3. Pete and repeat, sitting on a tree. Pete fell off. Who was left? Repeat. I actually just was watching, Kendra, I was just watching Mama G and Rusty's replay. So I saw you guys were all talking about those, like how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck wood. Yeah, my brother can do the woodchuck voice really, really good. He's good at voices. He can do Gollum too, and he can do Elmo. And my mom's always like, do the voice. He's like, oh geez, Mom, not again. Oh, nice. Tank got coffee for all of us. All right, guys, we're going to Tank's. Granny D is in the house. How's it going? How you been? I've seen that you've been on some other people's lives pretty later in the evening. So I miss a lot of them because I'm, either watching my K-dramas or going to bed. Seriously considering making a pot of coffee. Headache is mostly gone. Oh, good. Feeling like coffee might help it. That last little titch that it needs to get it gone, right? What did Tank put in her coffee? Sugar-free something? Dolce cinnamon. Ooh, that sounds lovely. I have sugar-free vanilla in mine, and it's lovely. So Kendra's like, we're just gonna keep doing. It's like the song that never ends, right? Oh my goodness. I'm like shaky. I don't know why I'm shaky today. It's weird. I don't think I'm nervous, but maybe you guys are making me nervous. I don't know. Kendall, just eat a bunch of donuts and french fries, it'll fit. Oh my gosh. Right? My son keeps wanting, like, maybe once a month, twice on occasion, he'll want to go to Krispy Kreme and get donuts. And he's starting to enjoy multiple flavors. It used to only be like the strawberry sprinkle one, but now he likes that one, the maple, the chocolate, and the plain, and he likes the cake one that's like they call it a sour cream cake donut, I think. It doesn't taste like sour cream though, luckily, because I'm not a big sour cream eater. Actually, I don't eat sour cream, I'll put it that way. I have this thing with things that are white that I eat. I don't know what it is, you guys, but if you think about it, if I think about it, it seems like a lot of my aversion foods are white, because I think of glue when I think of something liquid that's white. And so, or like some of those medicines that they make you drink are white. This like, I don't know what it is, but I'm not a big fan of cream cheese. But I do like cheesecake if it's more of the fluffy cheesecake, not the cream cheesy cheesecake. I don't like sour cream. I don't like mayonnaise unless you put it like in a tuna salad and you don't go crazy with the mayonnaise. If it's dripping off, I might not want it. So yeah, it's really weird. I have that thing with white, like squeeze bottle stuff. Like I don't want stuff that's toppers for things that's all white. Oh my gosh. You have to choose dolce cinnamon, French vanilla, or caramel. Do you get the Tirani's tank? Because I bought one. It was a brown sugar cinnamon one, but maybe I need to get the right amount to coffee ratio, but it wasn't very good. You don't do Krispy Kreme. We go to a local place called Square Donuts, which they do in fact make square ones, and they have gluten-free ones. Nice. What's up, babe? So go get some food. Or see if Gaga can help you, okay? Because I'm on my live. Can you say, hello, Lizzie B? You have your Vicks patch. She's not feeling 100%. She's been feeling off since yesterday.
Actually, the day before.
Oh, is it the day before? She just told me about it yesterday.
Because I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah, but then it got worse, huh? Yeah. Go see if either Daddy or Gaga can help you. What are you doing? My goodness.
I'm falling.
You're falling around. What is UGO? What does that stand for? Okay, so you go to a local place, Square Donuts. Does it still have a circular hole in the center, or is it a square hole in the center as well? I like that they do gluten-free options, though. Our family friend that's here is gluten-free, so I've been learning more about that, and how you have to cook things on either foil or some sort of like a foil tray kind of thing on the barbecue, because it touches gluten all the time, buns that you're toasting or whatever. Sorry if you hear my daughter. United Grocery Outlet. I just think of that grocery outlet, bargain market. I think of like the slogans. Those things are so catchy though. No wonder we remember them all, right? Like, I think of the Kit Kat one, or do you remember the Almond Joy one? It's still a round donut hole. Round donut. It's a circular peg and a square. No, it's a round peg and no, I don't know. However you say that. What are words? Oh my gosh. Hi, Helix. You couldn't wake up from your nap.
Hi, Mom.
I was struggling this morning too. I was very much struggling to keep up. I
had to get sick while we have freaking guests.
I know. And school starting next week. But by next week you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Maybe. Allegedly. What? Oh, I don't know if I don't think you guys can see this. Look. I put the bee diamond art that Margaret made for me. I put that right here. I don't think that's where it's going to live because it needs to be up higher, but I might have to rearrange my picture wall over here.
I love that. That's so cute.
Here, I'm trying to show you without like disconnecting myself. But I have like all these different artist pictures, including my kiddos there at the top. Those are the tiles from school. But I have lots of different artists. I did that little girl and boy one.
A lot of mine are back there.
But that was practicing watercolors, and it was another artist's painting originally. So I just was like replicating it. No, I didn't. That was from IKEA, actually, but that's an artist that I
I know
like.
you drew that one, right?
No, that's Laura Ellen Anderson's. Yeah, that's
Huh,
this girl,
how do you do
the one
that?
that does Amelia thing.
I thought that was
She does have a kind of a similar style, I guess, to mine. Although she does a lot of the bigger eyes than I do.
big back eyes.
Big back eyes, yeah. This is hers too. So see, she's got that very similar big eye style. I adore her, by the way. She's so cute. I've spoken with her. She gave me a quote for the Whimsy book. It's fun. I'll have to reach out to her again, see if I can get another quote for the other books. Margaret, you know, I was just talking about you. Your ears were burning, my dear. We're just showing. Did you get to see where I put the diamond painting? Temporarily, at least. Because I want you guys to be able to see it. So I think the only way I can do that is probably to have it in that corner. So I might move my painting of Adeline, which is another book that I'll have come out hopefully next year. We'll see. But yeah, maybe I'll move that painting that I did and I can put it up there or something.
Did you draw that or no?
No. That's Hakola.
Looks like you.
It's another artist I like. All these fun artists. I get their art prints and then I collage my wall with them.
I know you made that one.
I did. That's Lizzie's Garden. That's one of my art prints.
And I'm hungry.
And you're hungry. She's always hungry. I think she's growing. That's why. You know?
You say that?
What? It's true. It's okay to be hungry.
No, my stomach is actually growing. It's yelling at me,
Your kid
Mommy.
isn't that allergic to gluten, just a sensitivity,
Mom.
so cross-contamination isn't a thing.
Mom,
That's good.
my
I know. I
stomach is
keep
yelling
worrying
at
about
me.
it, too. Go get some food, honey. You know how to pour a bowl of cereal.
No, I don't. What are you talking about?
She's 8. She can pour a bowl of cereal.
No, I can't.
Then have somebody help you down there, but I'm pretty sure you could do it yourself.
No, I can't.
Kids. Oh, Nutter Butters. Those are one of my favorites. Peanut butter cookie by Nabisco. Yep. And shaped like a peanut. Yep. Group hugs for all. Exactly. Everybody's saying hi to Margaret. Oh, good. Yes, I had it down here, and I just kept worrying that there's Lady B right there. I kept worrying about backing into it or, you know, hurting it in some way. So I was like, I need to move it up. And so that way I can enjoy it now. Yeah. It's so much appreciated, my friend. So all of the prior dibs packages, you guys, should have gone out apart from one. So all the other ones, though, have gone out. Is that true? Am I seeing 2? No, I think I'm only seeing 1 over there. So yeah, then after that, I'm going to go through my yarn again, and I will look for more yarn to share with you lot. I have some over here that I've slowly started putting things over here to have for the next dib sale, but I still need to get a lot more, I think, because it doesn't look like I've made a huge dent in my stash in my closet. So I need to revisit my stash again. You haven't had them in years though, and you want some. Aw. They have those itty bitty ones. You could get the bites, you know. They have the nutter butter bites. Yeah. That way you don't feel too bad, but then you probably want to eat more of the bag. That's the only problem. Is my chat not going? It seems like. Why is it not? Oh, there it goes. Now it's catching up. Too much. I will not let sweets pass. Oh yeah. You're doing Ozempic? Oh, I'm so glad that you're finding that that's working for you. I wanted to do that, except for they said I had to be diabetic in order to have it covered with, what do you call it? Insurance. What are words? Yeah. So they put me on something else, and I don't know that it's working. I think what I'm doing food-wise, like not eating any of the sweets and just really trying to eat healthier and stuff like that, eat less portion size wise and stuff like that. I think that's what's helping me, not the pill. So yeah, they do. They have them in a bag, like a resealable bag, I believe. You have your groceries delivered. Well, that's sometimes I think that's a good thing. I think we save money if we get our groceries delivered or you just pick them up and you don't actually go in the store. There's just too many, too many just grab them because you think of it when you see it, things that we don't really need. Yeah. It's so funny. As a kid, my parents would get us a lot of the do you remember the Keebler elf cookies that were like they look like the little elf and then they had the fudge kind of in the center of it? My brother and I used to just open that cookie jar and we would just eat a bunch of them, way more than the serving size, which is only two, and they have a lot of calories for just two tiny cookies. So yeah, I was like, well, that's not fair. What the hey? What the hey? I'm using the wrong hook. You guys, when did that happen? Hang on. Let me just frog back a little bit. I don't think it happened that far from here. Excuse me. Apologies. Here we go. I'm like working with this hook thinking this doesn't feel right. No, I was on the wrong hook size. Yep. You're on Mounjaro for diabetes loss. 84 pounds. Go you, Kendall. Wow. Every time I go into the store in the past, I always went off always. And oh my gosh, forget it. If my kids come with me, I'm at least spending $100 more. At least. It used to be years and years ago, if my husband and I went to Target, we would spend $100. I don't know why it was always $100, but it was right there around 98, 102, right always around that $100 amount. And then I guess prices went up or we bring the kids sometimes. And then all of a sudden, now we're looking at it's more likely that it's going to be $300 than $100. It's just crazy. It's just so expensive. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. You did? You got the frizzy mail yesterday? You waiting on the pink for a project? Perfect. Good timing. Thank you for the blessings. Oh my gosh. You were on a winning streak at Mishi's too, so you got a lot of Happy Meal coming. That's so fun. I should have Happy Meal coming from Mama G. She had tried to send it to me before and it didn't make it because I had closed my P.O. box and they have my my home address but had used the P.O. box address. And so, yeah, I'm trying to make sure that I make sure it's out of the descriptions on the videos and stuff because it won't come to me if it goes there. Going to be lurking and working. Need to tie up some tomato plants that are growing all over the place. Oh my gosh. And enjoy the tying of the plants. It's nice to be outside though if it's not too hot. We're getting a heat wave here, so today will be 86 is the high, and then we're getting into the 90s and we will hit 100 on Saturday. So hopefully this is the final heat wave and then we can just skip the rest and just get to autumn already. And what you used to get, what you used to get for 50, it's now 100. It's like twice as much as it used to be. Exactly. Yep. Grocery shopping and being able to get groceries for around 100 to 150, not it. Now it's double, about triple that, or triple. Yep. Bigger appetites. We have the problem of that ours is the hangout house in the neighborhood, which I always liked when the kids, especially when the kids were younger, because I always knew where my kids were. And I like that, right? So I had no problem with that. But now that they're all older, and as you said, they're eating more, what's happening is that they raid our pantry. All the kids, they raid our pantry. They raid this, the drinks, whatever drinks we have out in the garage fridge, stuff like that. And they're eating us out of house and home, you guys. So it's like, we can't be affording to feed the entire neighborhood. I tell my kids, I'm like, can you limit your friends? Like, tell them maybe just have a snack. Let's not keep going back 2 and 3 times throughout. Yeah. it's hard to brain arrow at any age, I think. Certainly after the age of 40, though, that it seems like it's gone downhill from there for me. uh, oh, yes, Helix. Yeah, yeah. Email me if you don't have my address. I'll get it to you. Remind me, Bonnie, where you are. Which state are you in? Because your heat is probably much worse. But I'm a delicate flower, you guys. I can't handle the heat. I feel like I'm melting, and I burn so bad, even if I have sunscreen on. So I keep out of the sun. My mom used to get asked if she raised her kids in a cave because we're so white. Because we couldn't if we get out in the heat, we're going to burn like crazy. Then we're going to peel and we're white again. We don't ever tan. There's nothing to tan. The boys have hollow legs, right? You remember going to Red Groceries, spending about $30. That would last about a week and a half. Yeah. We all have those dyslexic moments, I think. It's going to be 16. You're going to be 69 next month. Oh, you're my parents' age, Arrow. My parents are 69. They're going to be 70. So let's see. They both already had their birthday this year. So next year they're going to be 70. Like when did that happen? The time just flies. Congregated at our house, we would order 10 pizzas for the weekend. Oh my gosh. I haven't gotten to that point, my son won't even eat pizza. So it's like, I don't want to be buying dinner and making dinner for all these other kids when my kids only eat certain things. So it's 88 here, feels like 101. Humidity's terrible. Ugh. 107 in SoCal, Atlanta. Oh my goodness. Only 26% humidity. It felt pretty humid here yesterday night when we were sitting outside and having chat. So that's how I've been able to get more of my shawl cowl worked on, is because we've been sitting outside in the backyard chit-chatting, and so I'll bring it out there and work on it. Bring dyslexia. I love that. Our UV index is on burn. I'm allergic to the sun. Meds make me burn. Oh my gosh. No bueno. And then there's the people that literally cannot go out in the sun, right? I felt like that. It's not to that degree, but I mean, I went on a walk that was a half an hour walk when the sun was out. It wasn't like scorching or anything like that. And I had sunscreen on all over and I still burned all over. So 111 yesterday, Bonnie said. Wow. Are you in Texas, Bonnie? I always think of heat and I think of Texas. I don't know that Texas is the hottest state. I mean, Arizona's probably right up there too, but 10 pizzas in 96 was only like $50. Yeah. Well, and then we used to be big on getting Little Caesars, and they were like $5 pizzas, I think, back then. So now I don't even know what they sell for. Yeah. Well, apparently James had a conversation with my husband yesterday, and because James has been a little off. This is his cycle with all this stuff he has going on. He always has a hard time with things changing. So when school starts and when school ends, he always kind of goes through this little off period, and it doesn't last forever, but for at least a few days until he can get back in a rhythm, he kind of gets that way. So that's something on his mind that's been bugging him. But also he said that he goes, "Dad, you're looking old." Because Sean usually he usually uses the shampoo that also tints the hair, and it helps just keep it like this color, because his hair is this color. And he ran out of it, and so the gray came back, and also his hair was a little longer. He needs to get it cut back. So both, it was long and he didn't have it tinted. So he's like, "You're looking old, Dad." Used to be a sun worshiper and could get a nice tan, but had to work up to it. Yeah. Indirect sun. Indirect sun is fine. Actually, so the last house that we owned, we had a back patio, and the second story above had the windows. And when the sun was setting, the sun would set and it would bounce off the windows and cook us. And we wouldn't realize it because it was like indirect. You know, you weren't thinking about it. It would just sit there frying us. So we'd be like, how did we get burned? Bounced off the windows. It was just like holding a magnifying glass over a bug. A lot of kids do that kind of stuff, you know. You are in Arizona. Ugh, no, I couldn't either. I could not handle that kind of heat. Aw, hate looking in the mirror. Yeah, I know. I'm starting to see more, what do you call it? Crepey skin in certain areas. Just, what the heck was that? Was that a kid? Oh, it's my father-in-law. He's chucking the big ball, you know, that you can play with, kind of like a beach ball, and different things back onto the trampoline. I thought a kid jumped like up and over the net. Yeah, it's hard. It's tough. So, oh, I need to come up with a word of the day. Hang on. Where are we on time? Okay, we've got 20 minutes. So let's think. I'm going to think up a word of the day. Let me think. Let me get my night butt going here. Hang on a moment. Bear with. If you guys, speaking of bear with, that is arrow. Oh my gosh. Oh, good, Amber. I'm glad it's coming out nice. Hang on. I can't do two things at once. I can't. I'm terrible at that. Okay, here we go. Next. Let me think of a word. Let's do... There you go. Okay. Since we've been talking about it, I'm going to go with what Tank said. So the word of the day is sunburn, because some of us are still getting sunburned. So yes, that's the word of the day. So make sure you type that in, and we will draw the name here shortly. It's the sun. Yeah, sunburn. I think sun might work, but sunburn will definitely work. Sun did not work, so make sure you put burn in there too. I feel like I look like a scarecrow. Oh my gosh. You gotta, you know, I always tell my mom to be kind to herself, because she is always so negative about how she looks. And I just remember that growing up, you know, and that can actually like give your kids a complex, which it kind of did. But so I don't do that. But she would always be like, I don't know, she feels like she loves how I look and hates how she looks, and how did I get such a pretty daughter? And I'm just like, Mom, you're beautiful. I don't know what you're saying. I look like you, so where are you getting that? And we would have that conversation so much, but she just can't believe it, you know. I can't get her to see what I see, but it's tough. We're our worst critics, you know. Hi, Flower Tammy. How are you? Good to see you. I am doing well. Working on my mine's going to be do we ever come up with a name? Is there a name for these? I'm going to wrap it as a scarf. It's like a shawlette or a cowlet. No. Hi, Samantha. Welcome in. Good to see you. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I am my mother after all. My mother. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my brother and I are a good combo of my parents, although my brother definitely looks more like my dad. You say that about Monique. Well, she got her looks from somewhere. I'm just saying, you know. I look at old pics of myself and can definitely see the changes. I know, right? You close your eyes and you wake up and you start getting more crow's lines, and you start seeing like more of the skin cutting. Triangle scarf. Oh, that works too, Lisa. I like that. That's a good name for it. Let's see. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Everybody's saying sunburn. Good job. Good job. Okay, here we go. I am back down to the bottom. Granny T. All right, so we've got 16 entries, 27 watching. So anybody else that wants to put in the word of the day, this gets you entries into the monthly appreciation giveaway, which will be at the end of the month. Whatever day that I come on live, let's see, what is the last day of the month on? Well, let's look at a calendar and see. The last day of the month is on a Sunday. How do other channels do that, you guys? If it falls on not on the live day, how do they usually do that? You lost your sitting. Oh, you lost your number one slot. You just it probably will work. You just have to type the word drop. Tank's like, here's $1. Give me back my crown. Thank you, my dear. Thank you, thank you. Give it a heart. But yes, you guys definitely drop your channels while you're here. You just love your gray and love your colors more. Oh, your hair colors. Yeah. I love that when Rusty dyes her hair, she leaves that streak of gray that I think it's on this side for her. So she's got like a pretty streak of gray. It's very X-Men Rogue. I like that. That I'm like, if I go gray, let's just do the 2 streaks here. That'd be cool. So my mom's hair is actually still quite brown. She does have some grays, but she's like 69 and she's having mostly brown hair still. She's like, I just want to be gray already. I'm like, why? Don't rush it, you know. You're better. You're feeling better. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. You're loving aging, Helix. Yeah, you got to embrace it because it's going to happen one way or another, right? Fall charms just got delivered. Woohoo! I have so many charms and beads, Amber. I have thought to do the same of making stitch markers and trying to sell them and that kind of thing. I was thinking like stitch markers or phone charms or keychains, different things. I have so many things. So many things. Neck scarf. Yeah, that works too. Neck scarf. Yeah. How can I? Okay, we got that. We got that. Did that help, Tank? No, it didn't help. Who's number 1 right now? Who's got the number 1 spot? Lana Banana snuck in the number 1 spot. At least that's what I saw last. Sunburn is the word. Yep. So just make sure you put in the word sunburn, all one word. So no spaces. If you put a space, just put it again and make sure you just put it all together. Making it a reality because I am determined to make my YouTube thing a side hustle. Definitely. Yes. Yeah, I know. I feel ya. I'm feeling that way about my writing and drawing and illustrating. This is definitely a side hustle, but I think that is where I think I could actually make it more of a business, more of a way for me to help, earn my family money so I can keep doing the creative stuff. So just the last live of the month. Okay. So that for me, then that's going to be on the 28th of August. So, which is next Thursday. So next Thursday, we would pick the winner. That's exactly what happens, Kendall. Yes, that is exactly what happens. If you were at one point heavier and you lose the weight, your wrinkles show more. Yeah, it fills them out. The same thing happened to my mom when she lost a bunch of weight. And then she was like, why is my face so wrinkly? And it's like, because you lost so much weight. You stretched, the skin was stretched, and then it. Oh my gosh. You're doing flips over there? Are you trying to get the 1 spot? So funny. Well, since you're doing flips already, I'm going to have the spammy come up again, and we're going to do one more round of spam the chat, for 1 minute so that you don't have to go crazy, but 1 minute of Spam the Chat starts now. All right. And then after Spam the Chat is done, we will draw the names for monthly appreciation. So don't let it go, Tank. Keep going. You're almost there again. Oh my gosh, you sound like Peppermint Patty when you say that, Tank. When you say next drawing, Chuck, I think of Peppermint Patty from the Peanuts. You need to do some stuff. Okay, sounds good, Kendall. Your name may still be called, but you can always catch the replay on the tail end there. It said, that's okay, Marjorie. She calls you Marjorie instead. I love that. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys, spam that chat, spam that chat. Get those words in, put some emojis, whatever you want. Just put them in. We got 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year. No. All right, wherever I see that crown coming in, I'm going to say the name. I see spam a lot. Spam, spam, spam. I've never actually tried spam, you guys. I've heard it's very salty. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Lisa's like, I'm trying to take it. $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I don't see it, you guys. Somebody's got it. Somebody's going to have it. Lisa took the #1 spot with that last super chat. Aw, congratulations, Lisa. So I'm going to get your name in there. Lisa. So you're going to get 2 entries as well as an entry for your super chat. So that gives you 3 entries. And then what are you afraid to try, Hope? I missed what Lisa has it. I missed what you were saying. All right, so Spammy's going away. Bye, Spammy. Thanks for your help. All right, now we're going to do the monthly appreciation. So we've got 20 entries, 22 watching. So I think that is good. There's probably a couple people who have left their screens on. So let's start picking names. So this is first 4 people get 2 entries in. Last person will get 10 entries in. In Long Cool Women's in the house. What are we doing? I'm lost. We just did a fun little game. It's called Spam the Chat, and for a minute, and then you win 2 entries into the monthly appreciation. If you get the crown, which is the top contributor little thing that YouTube started doing. Hi, Diane. Okay, before I pick you guys, because we got new people coming in, put in the word sunburn, all one word. That's the word of the day. I'm going to be drawing the names here. So get those words in. Oh, they do? Oh, that's good, Tank. Oh, my brain mushed 2 names together, Tammy and Tank. I was like, Tam? Nope, that's not it. So we're going to get that going, and Kimberly's got it in there. Good job, good job. Is good, very salty. Haven't had that in years. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We've had a family friend in town, so we've gotten lots of chatting happening. My book is almost done. Just a couple little tweaks for margin stuff, and then I think it's going to be ready so I can order a proof copy and then send it out to the to my readers that are willing to do the review for me on the day of launch. So lots of fun stuff happening, and working on my triangle scarf that I'm doing here. That is Amber's pattern again. You found that box in the bushes. Are you serious, Diane? She said, she's like, hey, did you ship out my package, or when is it coming? That kind of thing. So I looked it up and found it said it was delivered. I'm like, please tell me you can find it. They stuck it in the bushes. You just never know. That's Chuck. She's been here for a bit. Oh my goodness. Oh, I missed what Tank said. Yes, I do. Yep, Tank. All super chats, super stickers. They get an entry in for each one. And then if you do like a gifted membership, every gifted member will get, you will get that entry in. So if you did like 5, you get 5. If you did 1 or 2, you'd get those. So those all enter or get you in there. Question, what are your books about and who are they written for? They're about a spider. It's a second release, actually. It's a second edition release of my books. So I've got the rights back. So now they're coming directly from me through Amazon, but through Frizzy Books is the publishing house that I created under my LLC. So those are coming out next month. Hopefully the beginning of next month. This was the original book, but it's about a little spider who goes on a journey to find out what happened to the wish weaver and why wishes are no longer being granted in Weyburn. So that is the original. The new copy, though, let me just show you the cover again, you guys, because I have it still. So here's a new refreshed cover. So you can kind of see a side-by-side of the original. You know, I wanted something that really jumped out. So the little thumbnail when you're scrolling through Amazon books and stuff would actually jump out at you and you would see from far away. So you know how tiny those are. You can't tell she's a spider from back here, right? And I wanted the font to be more visible from far away, all that fun stuff. So no black dress, Chuck. You're Chuck. Oh, thank you. I remember hearing the name. I just couldn't remember who we were referring to. So yes. Hi, Chuck. And who are they written for? They are for kiddos that are ages, I would say around 6 to 10. There's kind of an advanced chapter book. It has imagery on every spread. I'm just trying to make sure I don't share too much. And in this new edition, Lady Porcupine, her crawler biscuit recipe is in the new book, not in the original one. So you get that and an entire map of Weyburn, which was also a new ad. So lots of fun new things coming. And I will keep you guys up to date so you know when that comes out. All right, let's pick some names, shall we? Here we go. Here we go. Let's pick the first winner is... Click. Kimberly! Congratulations, Kimberly. So Kimberly has the first win, +2. Congrats. And we're going to draw another name. Another 2 entries into the monthly appreciation giveaway is Flower. Tammy Flower. Congratulations. Okay. And next up we have Diane Major. Congratulations, Diane. +2. And last of the 2, we have Monique. Congrats, Monique. Yay. All right, so last but not least, we have a 10 entry in. So this is the big one. So let's pick one more time. Here we go. I will pause and wait for myself to catch up on the screen. And here we go. Alley Cat Kimberly, congratulations. Alley Cat Kimberly gets 10 entries in. All right. Cool beans. Thanks for entering in, you guys. Yeah. Yay! Everybody's saying congrats to everybody. Woot woot. So the new one is not on Amazon yet, Chuck. It's on Goodreads. You'll find it on Goodreads. So you can put it as a want to read book if you have Goodreads, or if you don't. It's a nice way to keep track of what books you've read and what you're reading, what you give them, what you rank them, all that stuff. So it's a cool site for readers. But I will be releasing this one. I can't put it up on Amazon until I'm actually publishing it. Otherwise, since it's a second edition, I can't create it as an entirely new listing. It's still tied to the first book, but it will populate and show on Amazon when I'm ready for it to go out to the masses, which will be hopefully beginning of September. So we'll see if I can make September 1st happen. If not, definitely within like that first week, it will come out. You do, Arrow, will definitely add me as a friend and put that book in your to be read list. It helps it out, you know. help, because I'm gonna need your guys' help when it comes out. I will ask, and I'll do a post as well just to share it with anybody that enjoys, either has kids or enjoys reading fantasy, kind of kids fantasy. The Gmail for the book. The Gmail for the book. If you want to be an ARC reader, you'd get a PDF copy of the book. That's going to come out ahead of its release. And that is, you're just basically agreeing to review the book on Amazon on the day that it releases. Hopefully the day it releases, if not within the first few days of its release. If you are interested to do that, you can email me. I do have a Google form, which I'll send you, but frizzybooks@gmail is the email address for my book side of things. Oh, perfect. The second book is also coming out hopefully next month. We're working through that one. We're having to basically reflow the text and the imagery together, because when I got the rights back, I did not get a file that worked with all of that done. So my friend is assisting me with that. But this was the original first book, and then the original second book, book 2. And the second book that you'll see coming out soon is this one. So you can see there's definitely a difference. Again, trying to make it so it pops more, because if you look from far away, it's just, they're harder to see. Yes, it's got good colors on this one, but I think that the new one is more eye-catching. So I'm excited. And it's covering my face. Here I am. Do we need Goodreads for the ARC readers? You don't have to have Goodreads. It is nice if you have Goodreads, or if you're interested in creating a profile, because you can add it as a like, what do they call it? Want to read, I think is how they say it on Goodreads. You put it in as that you want to read it, and it helps with how books are ranking and whatnot. And then you can also leave a review there. I already had one person. The story itself is the same. So if you've already read the first edition, you can definitely still review the second one based off the first one's reading of it, because the story itself is the same. The cover's changing, and then the front and back matter's changing. Who the publisher is changing. And you just get more, right? You get more resources. You get more info. All the things I wanted to be able to put into the book, I'm putting into the book. So those are all going to change. And then when the third book comes out, which is coming out, my goal is for summer of next year. When the last book comes out in the series, it will be a first edition, because it has not been released at all. So that one will be, and they all will have the same vibe and how the covers look. So the second editions of the first two, and then that last edition, the last one for the last book. You love the more vivid colors. It's called Goodreads. Hang on. I can probably get you a link. Goodreads. In fact, let me do this. Whoops, this one. Profile. Okay. I have a profile, and I have a... Here, I'll show you I'll link you over to the first book. So this is the first book. Hopefully that clicks for you. So you can see underneath it, it says want to read, buy on Amazon. But if you click buy on Amazon, I'm guessing, let me see. No results. Okay, good. So my new one has a different ISBN number, because I paid for ISBN numbers for these. So I can sell them however I want to. If I want to create like a, sometimes when you do trilogy, you might want to do a special edition box set, stuff like that. If I want to do that, I can sell them out of my own shop. So I wanted to have that different number. Otherwise, Amazon requires you to only sell it on their platform if you use theirs. So ADHD helpful app. Oh, that one. That one is called Milanote. That's the other one we were talking about the other day. So Mandy, you like the newer covers better too? The more vivid colors? Like these colors are certainly saturated, but I think because of that, you almost like lose whimsy somewhat, you know, and you certainly can't really see Roland in there. So this one, Roland's like jumping out at you, right? He's actually like flying out at you. The wind is taking him. So yeah. But anyways, I will say farewell to you guys so I can get some more work done and let you get on with your day and getting whatever it is that you guys are planning to do today. To get that done, Google Keep. It's the same kind of app. I think, you know, when one app works, they come out with a whole different amount of apps that look the same, that do this, you know, they look different, excuse me, but they do the same thing. Yeah. I agree. All right, you guys, I hope you have an amazing weekend. And I will be probably staying indoors this weekend because of the heat being 100 degrees. That is not what I'd like to get out on or get out in. So I will catch you guys next week, though. And thank you for being here. Thank you all for the super stickers and for, you know, playing the games and doing all that fun stuff. I have so much fun when I come hang out with you guys. So thanks again and love y'all. Bye.